Saj, thanks so much for joining us for the show today. I really love your story because you explained to me how you had a lot of success in your life and everything just became really magical after you started practicing Dr. Pillai's teachings. Can you just share your story with us about how you found his teachings and the difference it's made in your life?
Sure. Well, thank you. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story. To be quite honest with you, words won't do justice for what Dr. Pillai and his teachings have done for me and continue to do for me on a daily basis. But just to give you some short snippets of what's been happening for me, I'm a successful internet entrepreneur. I've worked on several multi-million-dollar projects and campaigns. I own several companies. I have a very good team around me. And I've always been a student of personal development and spirituality. And I've always had a keen interest on how to take spiritual technologies and apply them to create wealth and success in my life. So it was whilst I was studying Wayne Dyer that I came across Dr. Pillai's teachings and I started watching his YouTube videos. And, you know, I was immediately drawn to him. He has such a wonderful presence. And more specifically, I was fascinated by the profound knowledge that he was talking about and then breaking it down to very simple practical applications that anybody can do. So I started applying some of these sound frequencies and some of the different meditation techniques that he teaches in his videos. And I've seen amazing results, and I continue to see amazing results because I apply them 100%. I'm one of those people that I believe that to be successful in life, you have to really go for it, and I go for everything 100%. And, you know, I've got so many stories. I think one of the stories I was sharing with you last time, Mohini, is one of the techniques that I used, which was included the stream, breezy meditation, sound, and a few other techniques. I manifested almost $200,000 within 2 weeks, and that was at a period of my life that I really needed to make money very, very quickly. So I applied it 100%, and out of nowhere the money came, you know. And this really gave me an immense amount of faith and belief in these teachings. And, you know, I really immersed myself in them. I'm using them every single day. And not only am I manifesting money, because I'm manifesting a lot of opportunities, a lot of money, but that's not really what's important to me right now, because these teachings are opening up a whole new dimension in my life. You know, I've got a profound sense of peace. I'm married now for 1.5 years. I have a beautiful relationship with my wife. I live in a beautiful mansion here in UK on the most expensive street in London. I have 2 swimming pools in my house, you know, and my life continues better and better and better. And really, I'm so, so grateful because these teachings are opening up a whole new dimension for me, and everything around me is inspired by me and the lifestyle that I lead. So not only am I affecting my life and my family's life, I'm affecting everybody who's coming into contact with me and in my space. So, you know, I'm very thankful. I can't say enough about these teachings, and, you know, they're really doing miraculous things for me. So, yeah, I hope that gives you a small idea, you know?
Yeah, big idea. I heard about your beautiful place in London, so I look forward to staying with you sometime.
Always welcome, Mohini, anytime.
Thanks. Hey, Saj, the last time we talked, you were speaking about how everything is just really effortless for you now. Can you share more about that?
I couldn't hear the last word you said, Mohini. Could you repeat that?
You were saying that even though you had success before and now you've had like all these great things in your life, you were talking about the effortless nature of the manifestations. Right,
absolutely. And this is what really I'm interested in. You know, I've always wanted to do things effortlessly. You know, I don't really believe in working hard. I believe in working smart. And these teachings are really, I don't know if it's my third eye that's opening or what, but basically nowadays I can just start thinking about something, whether it's a project or a certain person I want to manifest or a certain situation, and miraculously it will start happening in my life, and I can see it happening over and over again. So I think this is definitely something that happens when you start using these techniques over and over again consistently, that it starts opening up certain dimensions within you, that things just start to happen effortlessly. And, you know, my life at the moment is very, very effortless. You know, I have great businesses. I'm doing a lot of complicated things in my life, but they're all happening effortlessly. And I think that it's just going to get better and better and even more effortless as I keep on practicing these techniques. And you know, the really interesting thing for me is I'm really, really fascinated by these concepts and how they're teaching me to create miracles as an everyday part of my life. Miracles was something I've always read about in the books, and it's always been portrayed to me like it's something very difficult to achieve. But using these techniques, I can see myself creating miracles on a day-to-day basis. And this is really interesting. This is really interesting. It's really profound for me. And I definitely attribute it to some of these meditations and these sound frequencies that I'm using. So to answer your question, really, I don't know how it's all working, to be honest. It's doing the practices, and I'm doing it consistently, and I'm doing them 100%, and things are just happening all the time. So yeah, it is really beautiful.
You know, the really heartwarming thing is after I met you, it wasn't a short time, much later, that you decided to sponsor one of our Hope Centers in India. And I was sharing with you the other day about how recently I was able to visit your particular Hope Center that you're sponsoring. Right. And I was thinking about you when I was there with the children, and these children are not only rural, not only poor, but they live high on a mountaintop, and they're totally isolated and secluded from human civilization. They looked like they had never seen, certainly anyone like me, but they really didn't know what was life. They were so innocent. And when I was telling you about them and the tremendous changes that they were having already, it just really touched your heart. And I feel so grateful that there's people like you in the world. You're a young guy. How old are you, Saj?
I'm 29 at the moment.
29. Okay. So you've accomplished so much at the age of 29, and you're already giving back to these children. And I think it really struck your heart when you heard me tell you about the story of these children, right?
Oh, totally. That was amazing. And to me, to be quite honest with you, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Even though I've made a lot of money and I'm going to make even more money, to be honest with you, none of that is important unless I can do something with that. And having the opportunity to donate to the Hope Center and, you know, have my own Hope Center sponsored in India, and then just seeing these smiles on these children's faces, because I get the pictures all the time, I get emails all the time, and you telling me the story when you visited them, that really gives a lot more meaning to my life than making any amount of money, you know, because to be honest with you, another dimension that these teachings have opened up for me is an immense sense of peace and contentment. Yes, I've made a lot of money. Yes, I'm making a lot of money, going to make even more money. But even if tomorrow I was to make no money, it makes no difference to me, because with myself, I'm feeling so peaceful and so happy and so content that I think that is worth more than any dollar figure, you know? So any money that I make, you know, I have given some back and I want to give some more back. And that really adds joy to my life, you know, it really, really adds joy. You know, I was showing my mum the other day the pictures of these kids that I've been emailed, and, you know, she almost had tears in her eyes. She was like, oh, you know what, Saj, you're doing such an amazing thing. Let's go and visit these kids in India one day. And I could really see that this is what life's about, you know, it's about giving back and helping people who are less fortunate than us. And, you know, yeah, that's really makes me happy. So thanks for sharing that, Mohini.
That's great. So everyone, Saj is really a role model of what Dr. Pillai talks about. Money is not the end in itself. Dr. Pillai teaches that people need money for financial freedom so that they can do what they really want to do. And most importantly, if you have the good karma to learn how to make a lot of money, or if you use the Millionaire Yoga program in order to make a lot more money, you don't just keep it to yourself, but you give it to others, and especially to the poorest people that would never have that chance. So, Saj, thank you so much for being who you are. I know you're inspiring to everyone who meets you, certainly inspiring to me, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing in your life, since you're only not even 30 years old. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mohini. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.